And welcome to this weekly Forex forecast for EURUSD, Pound USD, Pound Gold, Pound, Dollar, Gold, USDCAD. So yeah, let's start, I guess. There is some interesting moves here, so I think we are good to go. Some technical difficulties, I don't know. I think we're good. We have Sammy here, we have Judy, so we have people here, so we're good. We're awesome. Then let's go. I just want to hear my own voice. Good. Okay, so hi Sammy, hi Judy. What pairs do you want me to cover today? I know I have something ahead. It was very basic, but I just want you guys to come with your wishes, and then we can take it from there. So we have people inside. That's awesome. Hi ads. Awesome. So yeah. So Aussie. I'm just looking at Aussie just to have something to look at the moment. Aussie is rising like a rocket ship now because we have stop losses being hit. So this week has been kind of something as a buyer you needed to be in it from the beginning, and then after that it couldn't, like if it was not there in the beginning, like what, there was nothing else for you then. Like this was your move down here, double bottom, higher high, higher low, entry, and after that it went, and yeah, I guess first come first serve, yeah. So New Zealand yen actually was the first one, but I do Aussie. Judy did the same on Aussie. So here we are done. Okay, that's the exit, and that's the entry. Then we're done. So we have to wait for next week. So whatever happens now, it's kind of alright, okay, fine. What do you call it? It's like putting your kids into an enclosed kindergarten or playground and you just let your kid run around. There's fences, there is nothing else you could do. There is, it's inside here. Okay, fine. Then you just wait for next week. Right? So yeah. Awesome. So for me, for Aussie, it's done. So I can see that the retail traders are selling this one, which to me is, I don't like, are they sold from here, I think, or something, whatever it was. So like, what do you see when you sell this? I'm a seller, but I haven't sold anything of it. This could have been one. Then you were right for like a couple of hours, I guess. But it's not really something to look out for 6 hours. Okay, you were right for 6 hours. That's all. Nothing else than that. Okay. Done. So what do you look for next week? Well, first of all, you need to come back to, you don't need to, but you can come back to this support at 65.60. Now that we're broken out, are we then just going to shoot up? Well, maybe. So we are at 66 now, and the real challenge is at 67. That's a real challenge. So really, how we now broken out, we're continuing in the bullish trend. We are wrong on it. Okay, good. Awesome. That's kind of how I do it. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You don't force anything. Okay. Awesome. Then we have New Zealand yen. New Zealand yen. Take profit. It's done for the week. Done for this. Yeah, done. It's finito finale. There is nothing else to do here, basically. There is entry was there, bullish was there, bulls were there. They took it. It doesn't seem to me there's a lot of sellers because we haven't fallen. Now that brings me to the next one, which is the meeting minutes from the Fed could make this one fall. Not because it's like should or can, but it's in the possibilities because we have taken profit, or should have taken profit here. Okay, that's your entries, that's your target. You're done, finito finale. Okay, so after here, it's nothing else to do. As a seller, did you get any entries? No, you didn't. I can't see any entries. So if you have sold here, you need to maybe here. Yeah, okay, maybe somewhere here, but you really shouldn't because, well, okay, fine, you can. But you have your stop loss above here, and then if you have an entry here, then you're basically just risking 25. Okay, fine. Small risk, small lots. Then done. If you're a buyer, you should have been here, take profit, done. Should you buy in here? Well, let me say this move here sets up this move. So if you bought it here, you're really risking it. Even though it's a morning star, it's really a risky trade. So you're just trying to catch a falling knife. Luckily, you got it higher. But as a buyer, this was your entry, this was your target, you're done. Okay? Then, so what is next then? We have still in a range, it's a target. It can still be in the range, it hasn't broken out, it's still just there. Alright, okay. Nothing new here then. Unless the only new here is that we went straight to take profit this week. Okay. Aussie dollar we have done, New Zealand we have done. So what is my takeaway? How do I analyze it? This is a strong move. We are going higher. We haven't broken out yet. We can potentially break out, but this is a take profit zone. So I would maybe look for a pullback before then going higher instead of buying or selling here. This is not a place to sell, and this is not a place to buy. So if you want to buy, you need to have a breakout, then the pullback, then you can buy it. But right now it can fall. It doesn't need to, but it can. It's in your possibilities. So your risk just went skyrocketed. Okay. Let's move on. Pound Swissy. So Swiss is really suburbs. That one of my mentorship students. It's really his trade basically to trade. To look at this one. Okay. Pound is actually falling. I don't understand. So I said this was a 50-50 trade earlier today, and wow, this could have been my entry. I think I would have entered here if I was looking into it, but with all those yen pairs being so strong, and I'm going to fight, pound is weaker than yen, so it's just a weak trade. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Like, this is the weekly sell. This is the central sell. So it's really elevated. So for me, it's, and well, it's still bearish on the 4-hour. But that's about it. But also take profit for the week, for the month. Done, finito finale. Okay. I was supposed to go somewhere. Where was I supposed to go? Pound Swissy. Okay. So this is pound, yen. Pound Swissy is kind of in the same league, but also making a new high almost. So that's different. That's not something that I would like to see if I was a bear. I would be very stressed about it and not so positive about it, but you know, it is what it is. Is there an entry here? So sell, 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 sell. Maybe not. Moses asks, what time frame is it best to determine a buy or sell as a scalper? Well, let us get into that, I must say. As a scalper, you want to know what's going above ahead you. So the monthly supersedes the weekly supersedes the daily. So you need to know what's going on top of your head. So if you are, like, take away that one. So if you are in a downtrend, and this is how the 1 hour looks like, and you're thinking, is this a sell? Is this a buy? What is it? Well, you can't sell here. You can maybe buy it, but that's risky. Okay, now we start going higher again, making a double bottom, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, so we just went straight up then. So is this a move that you want to take as a buyer? Maybe not. But if you are a scalper and you're thinking, this is R2, this is S, this is S2. So this is a take profit for the buyers, for the seller, sorry. Then you can take it up, okay? But you need to know what's going on in the 1 hour. You need to know what's going on in the 4 hour. Then you can go down to 15 and trade the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. But you need to know the 4 hour and 4 hour and 1 hour, and what's going on in the weekly and the daily. So this is the weekly sell, the monthly sell. This is the monthly buy, and this is just the rollovers, the pullback to go lower again. So yeah, you need to know what's going on here, and then in the weekly, what are you doing then? Yeah, that's that. So how can I explain it? Very easy. 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15. Those three should you have absolutely clear understanding of what is going on, which direction, where are we in the waves, where are we most likely to head next before scalping. But I'm not a scalper, so you're asking the wrong guy. But I know how to catch some moves sometimes. I can look at pound yen and I can tell you which interest I have taken, but yeah, I digress. Double top, new low, maybe that's just head and shoulders, and then fall. Pullback, not so much, and fall. So if this was a sell, would you sell it up here? Would you sell it down here? Will you sell it here? Well, that's up to you, but I don't like this. Okay. An Aussie dollar, we did ads. GBPUSD. Coffee says Aussie yen and New Zealand. So all those pairs you're asking for right now, what are you asking for? For Aussie dollar, New Zealand yen, Aussie yen, what are you asking for? What do you want me to tell you? Why? So what you are asking for is, you're asking what is going on trades. It's already done. It's already supposed to take profit. You're also supposed to be laying on the beach, having fun with your mates, and laughing all the way to the bank because you made, well, 200 pips in 2 days and done. Okay. The question might be, is it going to go higher? Chocolate. Is it going to go higher? Or is it going to stall? I don't know. Or fall? I don't know. But what I do know is there is a meeting minutes on Fed today. Sellers have sold. No, retail traders have sold, but it's still rising. And it can continue to rise until those accounts are blown. And it can also fall just to make them happy and then rise up again. Okay? So where were we going? Aussie yen. Okay. So so technically what are you seeing right now? Okay? What are you seeing right now? You are seeing a high, a low, a high, but not a new high. You have a higher low, you have a higher high, and you guessed it right. You need a higher low. Question is this the higher low you're looking for? Maybe not. And then it looks to me it's stalling. It's not moving as fast as you would like to. So, as you are here, you're like, maybe I want to buy down here again. Maybe that's a better idea. Okay. You have tomorrow, which is a public holiday in Norway at least. And then you have Friday. You have 2 more trading days for this one to fall down. Okay. Sounds like a good idea. Then I want to okay, it's mine. Okay, I'm just going to do that then. Okay, sorry people. I am going to how do you do that? I need to take off my 2 seconds. Yeah, that was that. That was Telegram just bothering us, and apparently Telegram makes sounds, which is not what I want. So let's continue, I guess, and then if I take off that one, maybe that would make it. I guess you can still hear me though. But okay, let's move on. So yeah, where are you now? Which time frame? Any takes on EURUSD? So as you have asked for EURUSD twice, I know I can see it, and I will comment on that soon. What are you going to do with pound yen? I'm not going to do anything but a pound yen. I don't think that's a good sell. You can sell off as much as you want, but I'm not going to run after it. How are you? I'm very fine. Please give gold direction and entry. It's a war going on there. Okay. Breakdown GJ, Euro New Zealand. Okay. So here we are asking for, well, many different pairs. Due respect of those who actually asked for Aussie yen, I want to give them my honest opinion. So this is not Aussie strengthening. This is not yen yen weakening. This is basically all the money that went into America going out of America and then going back to where it came from. Because what happened here, I just want to have a clear understanding what we're talking about here. All these people taking money out of America, taking money out of Australia, and now, so they took it from Australia to America, and now they take it from America to Australia. That's why this one's rising. All right. And now that affects the Aussie, the CAD, the Euro, the New Zealand. Okay. And the yen and the Swissy and the dollar. So all of this is just because everyone wants a dollar and now they don't want it anymore. Kind of a thing. Okay. Then Euro USD. I will do Euro USD. People have been asking for Euro USD. So what do you see here? What do you see? My good, loving family and friends. What do you see? I can answer my own questions because it takes a while before you guys sees anything with it. So let's see USD. Okay. What do you see? I see a bottom. I see resistance. Okay, it's a range with a couple of spikes, but yeah, generally here we are stopped by range. Is the pound yen going down? Yeah, I think it's going to go down. It doesn't need to, but it can. It's trying to. But for me, I don't think pound yen is a good trade because it's too high for me. Okay. So what's really going on here? This is really the take profit zone. This is TP. So okay. Are we then likely to head through? No, not really. I think we have done enough already. But of course you can just do like this, like the previous time, but then my plan is not how that should be. No, then my plan is okay, that didn't work out. Then what do we do then? Well, then you need a break higher, and then you need a pullback. That's when you can start buying again. Is this a sell? No, it's not a sell. And it's not where we are like, oh, is this a buy or is this a sell? Who asked that? That was somebody called Ashish. I just want to tell you, when you come to my webinar, okay? To my webinar, I want you to have done a couple of jobs. You need to have some kind of view of where you want things to go. That's your job. And that's at least the minimum I can ask from you. So you are supposed to become the expert. And the expert does not go to Aussie, Swissy, yen, dollar, euro, pound, all those currencies. Just go through all of those, like 1,500, I don't know how many pairs you can go through even. That's not your job. Your job is to trade maybe the Aussie, maybe the euro. So the Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, Aussie Swissy, or euro dollar, euro yen, euro Swissy, euro pound, whatever. And you need to have a direction. Where do you think it's going to go from now until June? That's the next 10 days. Where do you think the currency will go? That's your job, okay? If you haven't heard it from somebody else of any other gurus, well, I'm here to tell you, congratulations, you have a job to do. So if you're asking me if it's a buy or a sell, I'm asking, am I doing your job or are you doing my job? I already have a bias here. It's flipping a coin or do the fundamental analysis. Oh, you need to do a fundamental analysis. Well, that doesn't rhyme with technical analysis, does it? Well, you need to do both. You need to look at the central bank reports. You need to look at the IMF. You need to look at the OPEC, the EIA, the IEA, and the World Bank. What are they saying about the future? What is the Fed saying about the future? What is the Australia doing about the future? Okay. Then you can think. Then you can make up your decision. Are you going to be buyer or seller for the future? That determines what you're supposed to do. Then for euro, quite frankly, never gave me any entry. This is consolidation at the low. So either you can blindly just buy here and it's gone. You were lucky. Because if you bought here blindly, you went up, came down again. Okay? If you bought here blindly, you went up and came down again. So you are in a range. And now you are at the top of the range. And is this going to fall now? Well, in my humble opinion, we are supposed to take profit here. And the profit taking is somewhere here. So we're way above it. And how do I know about profit taking? Well, then I've given you another task to do. You have to look into pivot points. And also, well, we are at the top of the range. When we are in a range, that's where normally profit taking happens. Okay? Sounds good. So I want you to have a bias. Flip a coin, either you're a buyer or a seller. And that's what you keep yourself to doing for the rest of the year. So if you're going to buy EURUSD, let's say you want to buy because it's an uptrend right now, what are you going to do? What do you want to see? Right now, you have gone up too far, too fast. Then you can say 109 sounds to be a good place to buy. But the price is not there now. You can wait for it to come back down again. Let's give it Monday. Then you have already planned ahead. You think where the price would go in the next 10 days. On Monday, you will buy it at 109. Plan A. Plan 2. You can take and say, it's going to make a new high. Okay? So if it makes a new high, you then are saying, okay, I will wait for price to break out. I will be patient. I will wait for it to come back down. But when it comes back down, I will buy it back up again. Okay. Then you have made your trade plan. You have made your bias. You made your direction, and you will wait patiently for those setups. Sabev says 2-month range. Wow, yeah, that's true. Hi, just joined here. Where is gold heading today? 1758. Thanks, Sani. I'm looking into short on this one based on the COT date. Okay, so if you have written the COT data, the COT data is actually bullish. So if you want to go against the COT data, okay, then you need to look for something like, because the reason why I'm saying don't buy this. 1, 2, 3. Well, we have a bullish trend, at least for this week. Retail traders are normally short now, above 60%, even though it's going higher. I don't understand. If you are doing something here, you are buying. If you're a seller, you stay out. Okay, there is no sell here now. And if you're thinking of planning and doing the range theory, I don't do the range theory, but it needs maybe some range actions. Maybe you get some candle here and then falling. Okay, then catch the pullback somewhere down here then. But if the retail traders are 60% short on this one or more, I'm not going to sell it. It's kind of against everything I know. All right? So Aussie, Euro is 66% short on a price action going higher. Okay? I will look to buy them. Just to have fun. Okay? But you can be a seller. There's nothing wrong with being a seller. I'm just saying right now, right today, this very moment, in this first second, there is no entry for you. And there is no wrong with having no entry. It's the market. You go by the market. That's what the market tells you. Okay? So for me on Euro right now today, we have reached target. We are on Wednesday. I think we have to wait until Monday. So this is actually the target. I said that on Sunday and Monday. So yeah, okay. We are up here now. Maybe wait for a pullback to buy it on Monday or Friday. Then that's that. And then we can go higher. And if that doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But we are still in a range. We still haven't broken out. You can plan, and you can have a plan that it will break out, but you also have a plan to have a stop loss if it doesn't work. Okay. So I think it's going to fall, yes. I just don't trade the fall because I don't know if it's actually going to fall. And if it actually doesn't fall, I am wrong. And I'm not prepared to lose that money because it's a 30-70 trade where I think 30% is actually going to work and 70% is not going to work because I haven't seen any reversals yet. Any weakening, there is no sellers. At least they didn't succeed here, and we went higher. Okay, that's that. Hi, Song Ralon. Aussie dollar was rejected at major resistance level. Would you take a look at it? I have already taken a look at it earlier in the beginning of this video. Gold is requested for. Okay, we can do gold. First of all, people, gold is not a thing to trade as a retail trader. Gold is actually a thing, or constructed, in my eyes, to be it's not safe haven per se, but it's where you save your money because you don't have any better opportunities. It's like a storage, it's like a bank. So you keep your money in the gold because you think the world is going a bit monkey and crazy. All right. So you have two different world views here. One, this one, and this one. This one sold the gold. Why did they sell it? Because they were afraid. They were afraid for now we're getting, I don't know, was it hyperinflation? Somebody told me today. But yeah. And the other one is I need a safe place to set my goal. Okay? Then if you need a safe place to set your goal, that's what's going to happen. When is this going to fall? When the buyers take profit. This one is majorly bullish. And when did I even buy this one? I bought it at 1st of December 2019 at 14.54. I bought it here, and guess where we're at right now? If I held on to it, I didn't. But I foresaw this uptrend up until February at least. That's when you can go back in my YouTube channel to look at. Right now, what is happening? I can give you a clue after giving you the warning of this is actually just a buy and forget thing. This is the high, this is the low, this is where buyers buy, and then we have the retracement of that move, and that's the sellers-ish. This is the 618. This is the double bottom on the central for the week. Okay, we are in a war. We're in a tug war. Who wins? I don't know. So we are currently just ranging because one hasn't won yet. And if you say that, but it's a crazy move. No, it's not. This is nothing crazy, okay? It went a bit higher for sellers, so that would really make me not a seller. Came back down to where the buyers would buy, and I think I said that on Sunday and Monday. And I think I said on Monday, this is your area to buy. Okay, now it reversed, went higher, came back, and that's actually a second entry. That candle at 140. I said 141 to my student. 141, that's your entry. Good. In profit. If you still kept the trade. So for me, what do I think now? I think we're actually going back up to 77. 1777. Sounds to me good. But yeah, it's volatile. It's going sideways. You can sell it here. You can buy it here. It really doesn't matter to me because I'm not into it. This is not where I go to find my investments, and this is not where I go to find returns on my capital. All right. Hi, Kunwar. I'm doing well. So now I've done gold. So what is it to feedback? Is this a good one? Is this a like? Is this a subscribe? Is this just whatever? We have said that's the sell area. That's the buy area, and that's the second buy area. Any takers on that? So yeah, pound dollar. I think I could look at that. And then, how are you doing? I'm looking at the double bottom, waiting for a higher high to go along. What do you think on USDCAD? Yeah, that's okay. Junior says thumbs up. Awesome. There's more people who says gold, so they have to give me the feedback. Saphir, euro, pound. Okay, so I just want to go through some others that I've been requested for. Okay, I don't know where that went. New Zealand dollar. Oh, look at that, people. That's interesting. So when can somebody figure out when the meeting minutes from the Fed is coming? Or I can do it myself. Okay. I want to know when the meeting minutes are coming. Is it now? In 15? It's it's at 8 p.m. Okay, so I say 1.5 hours. Okay, so it's not bad. Okay, so what do you think is happening here? What do you think that is? That's a take profit. What do you think this is? The entry. Done and dusted. This is still in a range. Okay. Do you want to sell it here? Well, I'm not going to make that for you, is it? But maybe you need a reversal. How does the reversal look like? Double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Okay, it's up to you. This webinar does not contain investment advice, and it's only for educational purposes. I'm only telling you what I see and what I personally think is my opinion. But it's really up to you to find the best investment for your money, because it's definitely up to you. Because trading forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of true results. Trading forex is high risk, high reward. You can lose all your money. You can lose all your money very fast, very quickly. So that's that. Naked chart, we're in a range. We just went higher up, going down. This one can fall next week, by the way. It doesn't need to go higher. But, you know, depends what this Fed thing says today. That is definitely double bottom in a range. Asami, I definitely agree on that. And how else? That's the target. Boom! Done. You know, I say sure there's a boom all those because Aussie, Euro, New Zealand CAD, Aussie Yen, CAD Yen, Euro Yen, New Zealand Yen, all of them take profit. But I'm not done it. I didn't enter it into it. Why? Because it went the opposite direction of what I wanted to do. Okay. So if you're looking to buy this one, that is a double bottom. Is this a double bottom? Yeah, okay, maybe not. So if you're like, okay, this one is going higher, then you have this candle that had a wick here. I think this might be one. And then right now it's at resistance, so you can't buy it now. If it goes higher, you can buy the support here. But really coming back down to 39 would be the best for you. But you can't buy it now. It's at resistance. All right, that's my thoughts. If you want to buy it, but it's really against everything. It's a counter trend. It's higher risk. It's in a range. Okay, fine, but enjoy the ride. I must say, enjoy the ride. I wouldn't take it, but enjoy the ride. Kunwar. I like when you take my surname. Well, lol. Pound is falling as we speak, Sabev, okay. USDCAD, I'm just looking at USDCAD right now. How much is gold going to go down? Wahi, I think gold is going up. It's currently at 1749. Okay. It's still in the range. It's still in the range. It's still being battled through who is going to win. I don't know who, but it's still range bound. Short term. Crude oil, any thoughts? Looking at pound yen. Okay, so Sub have asked for pound. So pound is falling, okay. So this is technically now a range, okay. This is technically now a range. It is higher than this high, but not higher than this high, okay. So for me, so but what do you think? Like, I think that it's struggling to go higher, but once the dollar weakness stops, this one is going to fall like a ton of bricks. So all this dollarness is really going against the pound, like everybody else is benefiting from it except the pound, which is quite interesting, I must say. Very interesting, I must say. So when you speak to the Queen of England, you get this kind of more British accent to everything you must say. So really, for the pound, we are really thinking of something like this then. You need to break 122.22, then the pullback, then you can sell it. I think that's that. But this is not falling. This is range bound. This is just lacking direction at the moment. That's that. Okay. Pound. Yeah, and I did pound yen, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's interesting. That's way more bearish than all the other yens. Okay. But even though this is a lonely wolf in the back, this is the only one who is so weak, is weaker than yen, that's actually looking to fall. It's the Widowmaker. So is this one going to fall from now? Well, I would love to have entered at 132, and I was actually looking at the chart at 132, and like, this doesn't look nice. This doesn't look. It looks like 50-50, and I don't know. It still doesn't look like. It still looks like, I don't know. I know of a way better setup ahead in time. I'm not going to say when, but in mentorship students knows, which I have planned out for a very long time, and that would be a better idea than this one, I must say. But back to 132, we just had a very strong pullback. I don't know. I really just want to leave it and just forget about it and hope it doesn't fall. Well, you can say sell. Of course you can say sell, but is it a good setup? Is it a setup you would take again, and again, and again, and again, and again? Is this what you are taught to do every single time? Right? Is this what you... is this repetitive trading that you can benefit from every single time? I don't believe so. I'm really struggling with that. Okay? It can fall. That doesn't mean it's a good buy. It's a good sell. But of course, if you sold the pair, you're good. You're break even. Done. But apart from that, yeah. So pound needs some more. And then pound Swissy. Yeah, it's just gone. That could have been a good one, maybe. I don't feel it. A euro pound. Okay. So I think I did this earlier in my mind, and this one's going higher. And the weekly take profit is up here, really, up at 90. So we have a way to go, and it's bullish. And somebody said it was a mess. I don't understand what the mess is, because it's just going to go higher. Have you seen euro pound? Yes, I have seen euro pound. It's going to go higher, and you can wait for the pullback and for it to rise again. That's what it's supposed to be doing. Sabev, you are such... Okay, I'm not going to call the names. I am racing above. Well, sometimes, you take trades I don't take because I want to be consistent in my trading, and you take more trades than me. Then maybe I should learn from you on that one. But that you took that one, okay. You didn't tell me. I was really considering it. So, you're supposed to talk me into trades, not talk me out of trades. And not sit here afterwards and say, I took it. But yeah, what if it went higher then? So euro pound, I'm just done, Safir. I don't really understand anything else than that. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Okay. Going to move on. What's the other one? Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with one higher high in the strong trend. Okay. Trader Ras says, hi Evan, I'm curious about thoughts about correlation. Do you look at complementary pairs? So if I'm shorting a yen pair, I'm looking at all the yen pairs. So really pound yen is really the only one in the gang really falling. This one is rising. This one is struggling to rise. This one is still rising, but it's consolidating. This one is rising. And then I don't do that. Okay, so what was it? 2 is rising, 2 is sideways. And euro pound is and pound yen is falling. Yeah, I look for complementary pairs. I look for the Aussie, no, for the euros, for the yens, for the dollars, for the Swissies as combined instead of taking one here and one there. I can also look at the euro yen and euro USD together, and pound yen and pound dollar together, like the dollar, yen, and Swiss together. So, and then Aussie and New Zealand is always moving ahead of the pack. It's more stronger in a direction or more bearish in a direction. So it's like it doesn't overextend, but it's kind of showing the lead for everybody else. So if Aussie yen is bullish, the other one lags a bit, but kind of picks up with it in the end. So if you want to look for the pack leader, you want to look at Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, of what yen and dollar is doing. So for Aussie dollar, we are making a new high. We made a new high at least. Okay. Ivy is at the master level of patience in trading. Yeah, I am. I confidently can say that. And because if you, in a volatile market, sits here and trade and trade and trade and trade and trade, you're going to lose in the end. All right? You're going to lose. So if you are not planning, if you're not having a bias, if you don't have some kind of information on a fundamental level of what you're doing, if it's just, I can see a green candle, I think it's going to go up. So we can see tools. I can see a green candle here. I'm going to buy here. Okay. But why? Why did you buy there? It's a high. It's at the top of the range. It's where to take profit. And then it fell. How much did it fall? Just because you saw a green candle and it fell 76 pips, you need to have some other information, better information. Okay. So you need to buy low then, okay? Then look for a buy low, okay? This looks to be a good buy, okay? How do I know that? It's support. It's trying to go higher. It couldn't. Came back to the same low. Didn't make a new low. Came back again. Higher than that low. Come back as a buy. Okay, I can take that. That's buy of the week. Sounds amazing. And then it goes higher. But if I'm just randomly doing something, I don't have any plan, any structure, any strategy, any tactics, that's what you need. And when you've lost too much, too many times, too long, you kind of slowly do that in the end. It takes you years, takes a lot of beating, but in the end, that's what you do. Karim Magdi, I have done EURUSD. I do the same for USD pairs, New Zealand, Swiss, Aussie, Euro, some exotics. Yeah, awesome rise, awesome rise. Where else? So I have a Discord channel if you want my help. I do help everyone, and I'm very happy to see any new traders coming into my channel. I have seen Raz today. So I really think, Raz, come to my Discord channel where we can chat more. And then I also think that maybe if you subscribe because you want to see future videos, because every Friday I have a trade review. Every Saturday I have a Forex forecast for dollars. For every Sunday evenings I have a live session at 7:30 p.m. GMT +1, which is 1 hour from now, every Sunday. And then every Tuesday or Monday, now on a Wednesday. So either every Tuesday or Monday and Wednesday, I have a live trade congregation right now as we have right now. So I feel like I do help you out with answering your questions. So what is my motivation? You succeeding as a Forex trader. That is a high goal, difficult one, but I'll try. Muhammad Ali, USOIL. Okay, we have not done USOIL today. I can do USOIL. But people, I'm going to... Let's do boxing. Okay, fine. Muhammad Ali, if you're going to spam me more, I'm going to kick you out. Okay? One more comment USOIL from you and I'm kicking you out. Yeah. Yep, there you go. So now he's gone. So we can do USOIL, but he was spamming me, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Laura says, hi, did you already talk about Aussie CAD? I just did it. It has taken profit. Just going to do it very quickly for you, since you're so kind and saying you're late or you're coming in late. Double bottom on the take profit zone. That was the sell. That was the entry on Sunday open. Took profit yesterday. Took profit today if you didn't take it, and now it's gone. It's at support. So if you want to buy it, maybe 139. If you are selling it, you're done for the week, and maybe wait for Monday. Okay. So if you didn't take this one, take this one, and you are a seller, okay, wait for next week. Then we might take it up to 142-ish, 144, 140, 40, 20, and then sell it next week. Okay, awesome. USOIL, we're going to do USOIL. So USOIL is just rising, okay? But was it tomorrow the June contracts is coming online? Or what is it? Is it June contracts tomorrow? So that's really going to be fun, isn't it? Because what happened here, people, I just want to recap every single time. So what really happened here is the exchange said there is, like, if you go down to 0, there is no below 0. And then they realized there is a possibility of going negative. There is a possibility of buyers being offered money. So those who bought thought they had limited downside. They thought 0 was the bottom, basically. And then the whole bottom just opened up, and then bam, went down to minus negative 37.36 cents. The famous day 20th of April. Okay? Very famous day. So what is going to happen then? Well, market has been picking up. I still don't believe in it. I still don't believe in it. I think this is a false hope. And then if we fall down again, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Okay? Don't be shocked. So right now there's a bullish trend. Okay. But don't, like, there is some potential with this one for fall. But as long as it goes up, you can buy it. But don't risk your fortune, your money, your school fees, your pension. I don't know what else you can risk on this one. Don't. This one has high risk. At least now and tomorrow, because we have June contracts tomorrow. Okay? And for whatever I know, I don't know the future, but I know what happened here. This taught me a great lesson. I wasn't in it. But I know people lost, or they say the combined loss in the market was 600, was it billion or billion? B US dollars. Okay? $600 billion was last year. Enjoy. I think that's what the market was. It was 600. Either that million or billion, I'm not sure. Anyways. So what is the standard procedure if it's rising? You sell, you buy the pullback. If you think it's going to have a correction, then you wait for Monday and say you're going to take up again. What is your prices? That depends on your broker. There is many different prices at the moment on different brokers at the moment. We are at 32. Maybe you're thinking we're going back up to 41. All right, that's an okay plan. Many has that plan. That's the dangers of that plan. If too many is going into one corner and there is no sellers, you will be squeezed and it will fall. Okay? It's like when it goes so fast, so hard, so fast, go on. So what happens if when you go too fast, people start getting afraid for the profits because we're going too fast, too hard, being afraid of the profits, being afraid of profits. Boom. Okay? That's what I call a monkey trade. A monkey trade when you reach too hard, reaching high to get your banana, then when you are done stretching, your arm falls. That's what the market also does. So until then, continue mission. Buy on pullbacks. That's what you can do. You cannot sell here. There is nothing to sell here. All right? So yeah, arbitrage is also used. Also, yeah, Muhammad was blocked temporarily, at least. We need Ivan fan Telegram. If you have that, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Can't wait. Laura. Yeah, what's the feedback on Laura? Any feedback on Laura? I made USDCAD for you, Laura. Hope you're happy about that. That's how you like. Okay. So what else? Luca Silver, please. Explain GJ. I have explained GJ. It's a 50-50 trade at 32. That's gone. So the sell is gone. If you want to sell again, find a pullback. It's going against all the other yens, so it's really a lonely wolf in the pack. Others are rising. Pound yen is falling. That's not a good trade sign. But of course, you can take it if you want to. I'm not going to tell you not to or tell you to. It's up to you. But it's still intact bearish trend. That's my opinion. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I will talk up. Thank you. USDCAD, I just did it. You have to go back. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bamaras, hi, Evan. Hi. Welcome. I really want to be kind to people, by the way, people. I really try to be kind, but if you spam me, I know I'm alive. You basically and you do it on purpose every time, and I even give you a warning. Then But it's USOIL fine. I did it for him, but really, yeah. I have done pound yen Burma. I have done it already 2 or 3 times. So just go back in this video. That'll be good. All right. So what else? Which else? Pound Aussie was requested by Saad. Pound Aussie. Okay. So I know that's kind of a weird thing to do, but okay, we can do that. It's falling. Purple rain. Purple rain. Yeah, we're just falling. Is there any entries here this week, people? Let's dive into it, okay? Is there any entry? New low. Okay, I can say that. New low, pullback, entry. Okay, that's one entry. No entry. That's an entry. So you have entry here and here. Okay, that's that. What's your target, Mike? I think target is 83-ish. 83.2. No trouble, Kunwar. I'm laughing too much. USDCAD, I just watched. It was bullish for an hour and a higher highest here. Okay, well, fine. If you want to buy it, I'm not going to make you not do it. That's totally up to you. I'm just telling you what I've seen as a seller support check profit. They wanted to rise for it to sell again next week, but it doesn't need to happen. It can just fall until indefinite. There's no need in the market. Pound CAD is bearish. Well, it's been bearish because pound is weak, and CAD and Aussie is strong. That's kind of how things goes in this world. But pound CAD is basically been sideways, been pound Aussie, but it's just pound Aussie is falling. Okay, and that was your target. And then if you get a pullback again, back up to this line here, then you can take it again. So, just made a new trade plan. Ta-da! Da, 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 da. Down to 83.20. Yeah. Well, it's not really all of a sudden. It's really pound is weak, Aussie is strong. So when you see Aussie dollar rising, you would think that either dollar is weak or Aussie is strong, or both, and then you will look to other pairs as well that were where they also Aussie is strong and the other one is weak, and pound is. So I would be very surprised if it didn't fall, I must say. Oh, silver. Gosh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Oh, all right. All right, okay. All right. So this is analysis a couple of weeks ago where I said at least back up to 16.5, I think. That was my target, and then it's gone past that. We had been ranging, but where are we going now? Okay, what are we doing now? Where are we going now? So really, silver is just one long, big range. It's trending at the moment. So what we're really looking for is some kind of pullbacks. So once it has been stalling here now, you would look for something like this and then continuation. What is your target, you might ask? Well, it's up here. Target is then 18-ish. Yeah, 18-ish. So how much is that? Is it 50 or 500? 500 something pips? Yeah. So just take it easy upwards because this one is quite elevated. So I'm not surprised if it breaks above and then goes back down. Then you buy it there, and then we're going into strong resistance. So this line, wrong one. So this line and this line. So that's 18, 18 and a half, and 1900. Okay. So for every round number now, you're getting into resistance. So hang on and yeah, enjoy the ride up, I guess. Simply Amplified says, breakdown pound yen daily 4-hour sell. You are a seller. Okay, that complicates things. What do you want to see then? Well, you need to see this, okay? Okay. Low, high, low, lower low, lower high, sell. So if you treat this as a double top, you need a new low below this low here before you can sell it. And you can use that as your resistance. If it breaks above here, that is then broken. So you really are hanging on, and it looks to me it's going to go higher. But you're really hanging on into it. Okay? So if you want to sell, you need to wait for it to turn back down again. So you should buy the moment. No, you should not buy the moment. You should wait for it to break above. Then you could buy it if you want to, but not at the moment. No. Thank you for the silver. You are very much welcome, brothers and sisters, and yep. Then we have pound. So really one last one. Okay, the one pair that will do one more pair. That's the one that gets the most requests I will do, and then we will wrap this up, okay? So one more, and the one that gets the most traction, I will do. So in the meantime, I can tell you some nice jokes, some Norwegian humor. What else? So tomorrow there is a public holiday. I don't think there's a public holiday in the Forex market tomorrow. So I was really looking forward to that. So tomorrow I'm not supposed to be trading. I'm not supposed to, because it's a public holiday. You don't get paid on a public holiday. But I guess the market is still open tomorrow. So what will I do? I think I will update the mentorship videos. I will try. I have done a lot of research. I just need to put into videos. And I've just done the fundamental buys for the mentorship students, which is 6 videos, 4 videos, 5 videos, 6 videos, which is to me quite extensive. And I've also made them a checklist before they enter trade, and also for the fundamental buys. So that's really adding on there, and then more on the pivots, more on the technical analysis, more on price action. So tomorrow I think I will be making a lot of videos. I don't think I will do anything on YouTube because I will take a lot of time and energy. So yeah. EURUSD for the last time, pound yen, S&P 500. Oh. Kunwar says where what? Yeah, okay, so there's more than us then that has a bank holiday tomorrow then. Okay. So all the shops are closed tomorrow. All the grocery stores are closed tomorrow. So, and then on Friday, that's really a squeezed in day. So that's where kids from school has vacation, because the teachers normally go for their educational day or planning day, where they're going together with the co-workers to a mass place and gets like all these educative seminars, and it's just a big large space at university, doesn't happen this year. So yeah, that's that. Pound Aussie or Euro USD. So Euro will not have that much volume. USDCAD. I just did USDCAD, please, people. Okay, I will do. Oh, holiday. So it's just public holiday. So there's no open here in Norway. Nothing is open tomorrow. Or of course, gas stations or petrol stations open. But yeah. So pound yen daily. That's a downtrend. That's the low. That's where we took profit. So do you want to know where I had my entry here, people? I had an entry at 132.60 there. Took profit there. 300 pips. Awesome. Now we're coming back down up again. And so for the daily, that's a lower high. If it closes now here, that's a lower high. So that's kind of holding the channel. Is that what you call it, guys? So I'm not doing channels, but there's always this guy in my group who does it. So I'm just going to please him and say, hey, look at that, I can do that as well. That's not a good one, but anyways, I don't care. 4 hour, we're still making lower highs. So that's okay, I guess. But it's really the last place you want to sell if you're selling. And then what kind of patterns do you find here then? Let me see if I can take something away. Okay, then we have the double top, lower low, lower high. I wanted to sell here, it went up all the way here, okay. Then a new low, then you wait for the pullback, then you sell. Yeah, okay. So now you need to wait for the pullback. Lower volatility, lower liquidity, and maybe also lower volatility. That's what it normally should do. Educational day for teachers, planning day. Well, it's true. That's what they do. Don't bother me with that. That's true. They go to university like 2,000 or 3,000 students, no, teachers. And then they send the kids home. So yeah. Anyways, so that was that. Then Euro was requested for Euro USD. We are at the top of the range, top of the morning. Okay, top of the range. That's to take profit. That's the entry done. We are a bit elevated. I think we're going to fall. I'm not going to take the fall unless I get a reversal. And then I think we're going to take it back up again next week. Doesn't need to. Can, potentially. So what are we now? We are 20th, 21st. So we need to end next week low. Okay? So maybe next week will also be a sell. And then we'll pick it up the week after. Okay, so I think next week we're going to be sell then. So just need to make the most out of it. Or it can also just slowly dying down. Okay. So maybe down to 108.50 again-ish. That's like, yeah. So right now we have done the target. We are done with bullish for now. It can break up, but it hasn't broken above. It's a 110 again. Done, dusted, done. For sellers, nothing yet. You need to wait. Some kind of double top, lower low, lower high, sell, and then sell the pullback, sell the pullback, sell. Are you familiar with open market strategies? No, I'm not. Ask Squash Guy. I'm not. I guess that's for scalping or something. I would guess, but I haven't really looked into it. It's one of the areas that I lack knowledge, and I can frankly say I don't know everything. I don't know everything, and I guess there's many strategies out there that works that I don't know right now. So, and I haven't tried. So yeah, I'm open to that. Will it hit 129? Yeah, I think pound yen, if it's actually going to fall again, I think it's going to back down to 129. That's true, simplified. Okay, thank you guys for joining in today. I'm just going to remind you again that retail traders are short by 66%, euro 66%, even though it hasn't fallen. There is, at the moment, no sell entries at the moment. Not as bad as New Zealand, but also the same thing. USDCAD is still not bullish, and USD and gold is still not falling. So be careful out there. Don't take risk. Don't take risk you cannot afford to lose. So be safe out there. And I see you on Friday at least, I think. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you, guys. Be safe.